you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers, and he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone to get your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsay, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Rodgers now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Denver has the first down, to play going for 15 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Royce Freeman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And now it's Rosen looking. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catch. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Zadarius Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So, second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Man, there's a lot to think about when you're playing quarterback, isn't there? I mean, this is third and long. So your chances of completing a pass for a first down are slim to begin with. And then when you put it into some traffic, you're really wreaking havoc with your options, aren't you? Maybe you just got to heave it into the, throw it up in the stands and make sure no one can catch it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This is the tight end Fant. A gain of 19 on third and 18, and that'll move the chains. On first down, Lindsey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And now running right through it. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. Philip Dorsett by himself. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. A give, running right, Lindsey. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers, screen pass to Lindsey. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing on 2nd down, Rosen. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Bernard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Rosen. That's complete. Bernard. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, Rosen. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. This is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Alert, alert, alert.
Now Foreman. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. He's got his man. All the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bullock good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and this one will be brought back to the 22.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's all.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking for Sanders here on the deep. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Kill. Monday.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rosen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Lindsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers throwing again. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team. And they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Rodgers. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see it.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it.
Are you kidding me?
They feel like they've got something on it, and the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful.
You gotta be fucking playing, bro. That's my best fucking corner. You never picked that.
Now it's Rosen. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Rosen into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Oh, my God. That wasn't even me. That was receivers.
Pretty much held him in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
Nuts.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
What the hell is
Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Go!
Rodgers gonna go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now Rosen on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rosen will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Rosen throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll make it 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Bernard. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
He's coming. Double up. Double up.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Lindsey. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Here's Matt Weil now, standing just outside his own goal line. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now Rosen. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Single receiver.
Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Rosen. They'll find Everett there, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Third and long here for Rosen. Airing one out for Boyd. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The tally there, -2 yards. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did.